Hello and welcome to episode 427 of the Daily Sales Message Podcast, where every single day, there ain't no stopping me, every single day, I share a piece of simple and actionable advice, sales advice. It's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. Now, in today's episode, this is possibly the best paid work you're ever going to do, the best paid work you're ever going to do. A couple of months ago, I was talking with a client, and in the space of, 2 or 3 seconds, 5 seconds, I made £1,000. I made £1,000. I didn't have to do anything. I just sat there in silence, funnily enough. Let me tell you what happened. I was referred to somebody. I spoke to this person. They said, James, we'd love to work with you. Create a clear sales message. There we go. I quoted them the price. They said, hang on a minute. That's £1,000 more than the other person paid that referred you to us. So we don't want to pay that. Can we pay the price that they paid? We want £1,000 discount, essentially. Can we have £1,000 off? And a couple of seconds went by. I said, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. These are my prices. I've had a price increase. That's the price, I'm afraid. And they said, almost instantly, okay, we'll go ahead, no problem at all. It was worth the ask. And that was it. So for the one of me standing my ground for a couple of seconds and having that uncomfortable moment of, hey, maybe losing the client, who knows? That uncomfortable moment of saying, I can't help with that request. And then they bought anyway. I was £1,000 better off. It didn't really take any effort on my part to do it, apart from just holding my ground and believing in myself and being strong. And this is something I see a lot of my clients and students do, which is at the first sign of asking for a discount or any kind of pushback, they fold like a cheap deck chair because they want the awkwardness to be over. They're desperate to get the business. They don't want to lose the person. I was quite happy for that prospect to walk away. I didn't want them to, of course, but quite happy for them to do that and quite happy to charge what I want to charge, what I do, because it's been a year or two since I worked with other clients. So to have £1,000 increase isn't out of the ordinary, particularly in the times that we're in. So I believe in my product, believe in the value of it. I stood my ground. A couple of seconds of, what are they going to do? And it was fine. So the next time somebody pushes back on you and asks for a discount, there's lots of different ways you can deal with discounting, which I cover in one of my trainings. Lots of ways you can do it. But just remember this, standing your ground is very important. Don't bend and don't fold. I was going to say don't bend over. That's not right. Don't bend, don't fold too quickly. When this person essentially said, can we have £1,000 off? If I'd have said yes, I'm not going to see that £1,000, and I wouldn't, don't know about you, but I wouldn't so easily make a decision to treat myself to something for £1,000. So the time and the money element can become completely distorted. Stand your ground. Don't be afraid of the awkward silence. It's the best paid work you'll ever do, potentially. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow in episode 428, something to have about your person. Something to have about your person with you at all times in a selling situation or any kind of business situation. We'll cover that in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hit the like or subscribe or share button, comment below wherever you're watching or listening to the podcast. Any kind of interaction just helps us to reach more people. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I'll catch you tomorrow for another episode.